It is that time of year, my AKAPADers. It's horror season. It's October. It's the 31 Days of Dread, where we do on this podcast, AKAPAD, the Film Buff Podcast. That's me. We do one horror movie a day for the entire month of October. This year, it's nothing but black and white movies. Let's go. My AKA Padarinis. Guys, let's just go through this. 1976 nominee, Taxi Driver. 1976 nominee, Obsession. 1946 nominee, Anna and the King of Siam. 1941 nominee, Citizen Kane. 1941 winner, The Devil and Daniel Webster. Bernard Herrmann. This is our composer of the 1960 Alfred Hitchcock masterpiece Psycho, and there's a reason why we're opening this year with this movie. Well, I haven't done enough Hitchcock on this podcast. I haven't done enough black and white movies on this podcast. I haven't done enough film from this era on this podcast. But we're opening with Bernard, because here's the crazy thing. Everything about the opening titles, we know the opening titles designed by graphic designer Paul Rand. He's the guy that came up with the Westinghouse logo. Enough has been said about Janet Leigh. Enough has been said about the production. Enough has been said about Alfred Hitchcock. I'm sure, I think it's a nuanced observation. I'm sure it's been said. Might have been even said by Steven Spielberg at one point. But Psycho is the template for Jaws. Period. Like full stop, as the kids like to say. But we're focused on Bernard Herrmann because, and I had this revelation when a couple years ago I was watching Planet of the Apes, and Jerry Goldstein, who is one of the greatest film composers of all time, he composed that movie, the music. And I realized that the score is a language of itself within the movie, and it speaks to the audience. It speeds us up. It slows us down. It tells us when to pay attention. It gives us introspection, where we have to think and focus on something. Few film scores have this effect. It's an odd effect. It's hard to pinpoint. You know it when it's not there, but you know it when it's in front of your face. My generation would like to argue that Jaws, Star Wars New Hope, even Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, those films do it. I would say the preceding generation, a film like The Matrix, does that. Now, we're just talking about some of these genre platitudes. We can get deeper into, AKA Padders. John Williams. Whoa, John Williams? Aren't you talking about Star Wars? No. John Williams and JFK. There is I would say even Born on the 4th of July, like two Oliver Stone movies, where the score itself is a character, is a part of the narration. It doesn't mean that these other movies don't have beautiful scores, aren't amazing, aren't perfect. But it's a weird amalgamation. It's like this, it's when two unsuspecting elements come together for the audience. It may not be the same experience for everyone. That's the wild thing. It could very different from viewer to viewer, but it's very important to track. And if you're curious about this level of experience while watching Psycho 1960, use this as your first film. Use this as your scenario. And what exactly am I talking about? Well, there's Janet Leigh's character, kind of up to no good. We know her fate at the end of this movie. We all know the shower scene. We know the hook. We know our hook with Norman Bates, which is one of the greatest hooks in film history. But with all of that aside, there's these moments where Janet Leigh finds a hotel and she's driving and she's got to buy a car and she's got to swap out a car and swindle, but not so much swindle, a auto dealer while she's being somewhat tailed, pursued, observed by the local police. But she's got to play it straight. She's got to play like nothing's happening. And, the auto dealer, he knows something's up, but there's no red flag. So, he pulls the trigger. And when she pulls out of that scene, and between that and when she finds the base motel in the rain, in my view, to kind of go back to the third Matrix movie, right? The rain, even the rain in the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, even the rain in Seven, it's used as a system breakdown metaphor. Again, something very film, very deep. We'll say it again, nuanced. This is an observation from the audience. You know something's off because of the rain. You feel it. You can't pinpoint it, but something is off. But the music, when the music carries her into the rainstorm and into the motel and into the house, we know something is about to turn upside down. I try and watch a lot of these movies as a first-time audience member. I try really hard. Sometimes I'll stop a movie, I'll rewatch it in the middle. Sometimes I'm at the end, I'll restart the movie. A lot of you may ask, AKAPAD, how do you find the time? Where do you find the time to do this? Look, AKAPADers, over here, we fight for our time. We manage things. We take notes on time management. We're time management prostitutes, okay? We love it. You have to love time management to do some of these things. I implore you, roll in some of these ideas and these techniques I speak to you about, because it would forge you and it would make you nothing but a better audience member. Now, once we get past the music, Bernard Herrmann, one of the best in Hollywood history. Bernard Herrmann, in my view, a top 10, just like Jerry Goldsmith. And, well, Jerry Goldsmith's actually in my top 3. His Planet of the Apes going all the way into Wrath of Khan. Without all of that, holy crap. We're not here to talk about some of these other composers. I think there is a Jerry Goldsmith solo episode coming sometime. You may have to wait until November for that. I know I did record one. His filmography completely blows my socks off. But again, the score in Psycho is a masterclass of the insertion of it, the use of it, and the filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock in his infinite genius, and yes, it is infinite genius, to allow it and to have it be sculpted from the very beginning. From as soon as we start to watch this movie, we're wrapped into the score and we're being told a story. We're actually given an experience. The filmmaker, as a director, as controlling what happens on set, can only go so far. He eventually needs to hand over power to another form of art, which is this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, AKAPADers, for the 31 Days of Dread, day 1, go watch Psycho and listen to it. You'll thank me later. Rock and roll.